Hello and welcome to another video. We might be a bit more cheerful than in
the last one. Yeah.
Although actually the last one was your grandma's surprise, which we actually filmed during the 2-week wait.
Okay, yeah. A bit more cheerful than the last video we actually filmed.
So obviously we had another chemical pregnancy. So we had a what the fuck appointment where we discussed what we're going to do next. But first we want to give a little bit of a recap as to our journey so far, because we have got quite a few new followers.
Hey, and thank you for joining us.
Not on Instagram. Hello. So recap.
Yes, so we have been trying to grow our family, start our family, since January 2018.
A long time ago.
Yeah, we've done 3 IUIs stimulated, which were all negative.
Yep.
And then we moved on. We moved clinics, and privately we've done 2 IVFs, which have both ended in early miscarriages, chemical pregnancies, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that is a quick recap of the shitness
that has been our journey so far. We're definitely due a bit of luck.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully that comes in cycle 3.
Yeah.
Because we are going to do a cycle 3. We're determined, we're not giving up. We want our little baby. Yeah. And we will get there. We're just hoping we don't have to take too long. We had our what the fuck appointment the other day. We weren't emotionally ready. Yeah, no. We were a bit of a mess.
I think I did a little bit better than you, which is unusual.
Yeah. So we're going to make a couple of changes to IVF cycle 3. As I just said, we've had 2 chemical pregnancies now from IVFs. So we're going to change it up a bit. We wanted to change the protocol, I guess.
So we sat down and we spoke to the consultant, who is really good, and he really knows his stuff, and he's very much about doing, like, tailoring the treatment to you. So unfortunately with the actual cycle 2, it all went a little bit wrong, as we've mentioned, or we put in just before the last video where we did the pregnancy test. We can't talk about actually what happened yet. We will be able to at some point, but we're just not there yet. Yeah. But what did happen means we can't really learn too much from that cycle. Yeah. So basically, we're going in blind. But either way, we still wanted to make some changes. Yeah. And focus on quality rather than quantity. Which brings us to change number 1.
We're going to do the short protocol instead of the long protocol.
Yeah.
And what that basically means is we're not going to downregulate, or I'm not going to downregulate. So we're going to have 2 weeks less of injections. The cycle will start on the day that I get my period, so cycle day 1, and then we'll just start with the stimulation. So
that makes me a little bit nervous changing things up, like she said, going in blind. Yeah. Because we've always done the long protocol, and she's always responded well. Obviously things haven't worked out, but changing it, I don't know, it just makes me a little bit nervous changing it up, but I'm excited to change it and see what happens.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be nervous because, as I said, we do focus on quality rather than quantity on the short protocol. So you are expected to get less follicles and less eggs, but the idea is that they're better quality than if you just like spam. But you can know that, like everybody, we all know that, we all say it on Instagram, like it's all about the quality. But you focus so much on them numbers and how many you get, like, yeah, you can know what's sensible. So when we're doing the actual cycle, please remind us that it's about the quality and not to put too much pressure on the numbers.
We will need reminding. We
will definitely need reminding. So that's your job. We're gonna keep it the same in terms of what stim we're using. So we're gonna stick with Gonalef that I used for cycle 2, because I did respond well to that. We got, what did we get? 14.
Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. Yeah, 14 eggs maybe.
10 of them were mature and all 10 of them actually fertilised. Yeah. Which was amazing. Like you usually get like a 70%, only 70% of them would be expected to fertilise, and 100% of them did. Yeah. So it's really good. So we're going to stick with the same stem, and we're going to do the same trigger, which was the Ganazi.
I thought that was a lot better for you. I don't know why, but I just thought
that's what matures your eggs, isn't it?
Yeah, I had good feels about that one.
Good feels, even if it was 2 syringes full of fluid. Yeah. It was like literally 2 needles, which was a bit much. If we keep looking down, we've made notes as to what we actually want to tell you, because
I'm a little bit out of it, to be honest. I don't think I've sat down, I can't remember the last time we sat down and did a proper video like this.
So we also decided that because we've had 2 losses, usually they wait till 3 losses to start any recurrent miscarriage tests. We want them now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're having them now, basically.
And you said in there that you can't kind of go through that again, so
yeah.
Obviously we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but we'd like to
think if there is something, we'd like to know what it is. So the first thing that, well, we've already checked anyway, but is like any problems in your uterus, which is what we check with my sis, because but we've done that every cycle so far, because I do have recurrent polyps. So we'll just do that, check that there's nothing wrong there, and
check them pesky polyps haven't come back.
And then the next blood test that we are actually going to do is the thrombophilia, it's called.
Well done.
And that tests for blood clotting disorders, any problems with your blood. If it's like sticky, effectively, I think that can cause miscarriages if I've got something like that, and if I do, that'll be treated with blood thinners. But we're going to have that test, and the other test for actual recurrent...
Wait, so that test needs to be done, our consultant has said, has said it needs to be done 6 weeks after
pregnancy?
the miscarriage or the chemical pregnancy, because that can alter your clotting factors in your blood, like implantation, and then if de-implantation's a word, then that, or...
Not de-implantation.
You know, like, when it implants and then doesn't implant anymore, it can cause like, just
generally your blood clots differently in pregnancy, so they wait till 6 weeks after pregnancy to do a clotting test.
Well, that's how he described it to me when I asked him the other day.
And then the third test is it third?
Yeah.
The other test that we've already done for recurrent miscarriages is it could be a problem with your thyroid. I've had my thyroid tested. I've been on thyroxine now since February, March of this year. It's now October.
Her thyroid was okay, they just wanted it lower for IVF.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I was about 5 and they wanted it to be
below 5.
Which
you
is
were 5.1 and they wanted it below 5.
No.
No? Oh.
5 is around what it was. I think, I can't remember the exact number, and that is normal, but for trying to conceive they want it to be under 2.5.
Oh. Damn.
Which I've had a blood test, last blood test I was within that, and I'm only on the lowest dose of thyroxine, so we're good with that. The other blood test that you can do for recurrent miscarriage is the karyotype, which something like that, I don't know what it's, but it tests for chromosomal problems, and I've already had that because when we did egg sharing for cycle 1 and I donated my eggs, that was part of the screening I had to go through. So
that's good, we know that's all good.
So we know I've got no chromosomal problems. Yeah.
And then there's a couple of things that we're not going to do. So there's the NK cell test. I don't really know if that's actually genuinely what it's called.
Natural killer cells.
Oh. I was just looking at Lucy's notes. There she goes. We're not going to do that, and we're also not going to do genetic embryo testing.
And that's advice that we've got from our consultant.
Yeah, which maybe, I don't want to give much information on that now because it was a lot to take in and I don't want to give the wrong information. So maybe sometime in the future we'll do a video as to maybe like the pros and cons of doing them, from what we have been told and what we learn. But right now, no. But we're not doing them.
And then I guess the final thing we need to talk about is when we're actually going to do it.
Yeah, not yet.
To be honest, we don't know when we're going to do it. We're going to take a bit of a break, have some rest time. We went away for a little spa weekend. We didn't vlog anything. We didn't want to. We was in a bad mood. It was all about us.
But I had a nice time at the spa.
Yeah, we did have a nice time at the spa. We went for a nice walk, but we wanted it to just be us and not think about filming and vlogging.
Yeah.
I know we filmed last time when we went on our holiday to Gran Canaria when we was getting over our first miscarriage, but not this time.
No.
We'll do it when we're ready. So I don't think it'll be too long.
I don't think it'll be too long. I think we just need to, I think your body needs time to recover, and I think
my ovaries definitely do.
And I think you mentally need time to recover. Like, it's a lot physically and mentally, and there's no point in just rushing into things.
No.
Otherwise you're going to get yourself into a rut. And if
Yeah.
you saw my latest Instagram post, you know that's something I worry about. But yeah.
Let's tie the video up.
Yeah. So that's the update. That's what happened at that what the fuck appointment.
We didn't cry. Did we cry?
You did.
Oh, I cried.
I kept my shit together. I was so proud of myself.
I only cried a little bit.
No,
though.
you did, and I didn't even know.
It was, like
I didn't.
it was like a watery eye, and I didn't like bawl my eyes out.
No.
Like, it was just my eyes watered.
You kept it together.
Talk business.
Showed that you had a bit of emotion, but you kept it together. But yeah, that's the update. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to everybody else that's joined us that has recently followed.
And thank you to
Yeah.
everyone who supported us from the beginning.
We
really
got
appreciate
so
it.
much love and support on that pregnancy test post, and
It was a bit
overwhelming. It was really overwhelming, and it meant a lot.
Oh.
It was really nice to see all the love that you guys gave though, so thank you. Without being too cringe.
We love you. I mean,
Thank you, I love you too.
I love you. It is difficult to share, obviously, but when we started this, we decided we wanted to share the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
For us, it's just been a lot of lows so far.
But then, and it can be hard to share it initially, but once we do, the things that you guys say make it worth it, and they make us feel better. So thank you so much. I'm going to stop being a cringe bag, but thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next week.
Bye bye.